All right, man, we back with another video over on Stacks University. Let's go. Ooh, that's loud. Let me cut that down. Today we have 9 things that are a complete waste of your money. If y'all haven't seen my other videos, please be sure to go check them out. This video original link will be in the description, so go subscribe to his channel. He gives a lot of financial literacy that sometimes we don't learn in school or from our parents. So I just love watching this channel because it keeps me on my toes and I just continue to keep learning. There's also many more finance channels out there, but this is the one that kind of helps me out more. Let's get straight into it.
Here's a quick list of 9 things that are a complete waste of your money, especially if you're trying to build some wealth. Now, the first thing is designer clothes or expensive name brand clothes. Look, I know you want to look good. That's cool. We all want to look good, but don't look so good today that you forfeit the future expenses that you have, right? You look real good today, but can you take care of your future rent? You look real good today, but can you take care of your future grocery bill? It's just not worth it to wear a name brand when a lot of the money that you spend on that name brand could be going towards your future wealth or your future health or your future independence and freedom. Right now,
No cap, bro. It's like designer belts, I think, are like $400. Imagine if you put that $400 into your Roth IRA and then with compound interest, imagine how much that'll be in like 10 years, bro, if you just consistently keep investing all that money you spending on dumbass clothes. Who cares, bro? I'm to the point now where I just wear a black t-shirt and joggers, bro. It is what it is.
I'm not talking about the millionaire person that may be watching this video, or you have a $800,000 net worth. This is probably not for you because at that point you can kind of buy what you want to buy. But I'm talking to the person who is trying to build some wealth and trying to get better with their money and simply don't like where they are right now with money. If you have 1 or 2 or 3 pairs of Nike shoes, okay, no big deal, right? But if you only buy red bottom shoes or you only decide to buy Gucci and Prada and some of these expensive name brands because you want to show them off to other people, that's a complete waste of money. Look, if you're watching this and you know somebody who only buys name brand, but they really can't afford the name brand, let me know in the comments below. But don't say any names, right? Just drop that comment. Now, the second thing that's a complete waste of your money is overpriced tech gadgets and tech upgrades, right? Buying the latest smartphone or the latest accessory or the latest gadget every single year, right? That's unjustified because it really doesn't offer any significant upgrades from the previous version.
I stuck with my iPhone 13 Pro Max for probably about 3 years, and then I recently, not even recently, probably like last year, I upgraded to an iPhone 16 Plus. And now that I think about it, my battery health percentage was probably at like 80%, which it was time for an upgrade. But I feel like I probably could have gotten a new battery for a lot cheaper than actually paying on this phone. But I do understand what he's saying. I feel like it's okay to upgrade to new stuff if you are constantly investing into your business. But if you're just doing it for no fucking reason, come on, man. Like, you complain about inflation and not having no money, but you want to go get an iPhone 17 Pro Max and you can't even buy a pack of noodles. Come on, man. Priorities.
Version, right? You got the 2.0 version from 2 years ago that's working just fine and doing everything you need to do, but you got to get the latest 4.0 version to make sure that you have the latest up-to-date whatever. Hey, if the thing does everything that you need it to do, stick with it. Why upgrade? And you don't have to convince yourself that you need an upgrade just to have the newest, latest $2,000 gadget when the one that you have works just fine. We're talking cell phones, tablets, laptops, and all that good stuff. You don't have to upgrade because they put out a new model and tell you that you need an upgrade. Now, don't get me wrong, a lot of times they put out the new model that has a significant upgrade in the feature to entice you to go buy it. But if you don't need it, just stay pat right where you at. Now, this third thing is a complete waste of money. It's credit card interest charges. Look, it's extremely expensive to carry a credit card balance, especially if you're only making these minimum payments. Here's what a lot of people don't.
Okay, this is a mistake that I have made over the years, but I've learned it now and kind of gotten a fresh start to it. When I first got my credit card, probably in like, I think I was 21 years old or 22, y'all don't even want to know what was the first thing that I bought, which was absolutely stupid and it put me in debt for a long time. I bought a fucking PlayStation 5. Like that was the stupidest thing, and I wasn't even thinking about the amount of interest I would have to pay just making the minimum payments. Because I was like, man, I can make the minimum payments, forget it. But that's before I started reading books about finance and started watching these kind of videos. But just thinking about the knowledge I would have had now, like it's better to just, use your credit card as a debit card and then pay the balance off bi-weekly completely to where it gets down to zero, which now I'm able to do that. But sometimes you do have to have those learning experiences in order to better yourself for the future, bro. And it's okay if you learn it earlier or later. As long as you do learn it, I'm just glad I was able to bump my head by myself, for real.
Really realize the interest that you pay on credit cards, it compounds. This means you end up paying interest on top of interest, which grows the debt you owe on that credit card exponentially, right? Really fast because you're compounding the interest that you owe, right? So this money that you're spending on credit card interest, it could be used to pay off debt. It could be used to invest
Yep.
and grow the money. It could be used for saving the money for big ticket items. Look, there's a lot of meaningful purposes for this interest that you're paying on a credit card. And this interest can be entirely avoided if you just pay the credit card balance before it's due every month, or if you don't use credit cards at all. And you may be saying, well, I want my credit card points, right? The awards and bonuses that they offer, I want those points. But listen, if you're paying credit card interest, you're really just sort of negating the money that you save from those points. So in my opinion, guys, credit card interest is a complete waste of money. Now, the fourth waste of money is these unused subscriptions
Yeah.
that a lot of us have. We're talking from streaming services to gym memberships or whatever it could be. Unused subscriptions drain your finances in a real subtle way, so you almost don't even realize it. So regularly see what you got and cancel what you don't use in terms of subscriptions. So if
Man, I check my subscriptions every day, and I can tell you, which ones I have. It's a lot of people that I see who have a lot of subscriptions, but they don't really know until they actually go into the app and see, like, damn, I have 10, 15 subscriptions. But my subscriptions, I want to say, is ChatGPT Pro, of course. That's to, get descriptions, titles, thumbnails. It's an investment into myself. Um, I pay for vidIQ in order to get the necessary tags, search engine optimized keywords and descriptions as well. And then I pay for my gym membership with Planet Fitness, of course. And then I also pay for, I'm trying to think, I know it's one more, but I can't think of it right now. Oh, CapCut to edit my videos, but all of that gets paid from my reaction channel, of course. But I feel like being in control of your subscriptions, that can be an extra $50 to $100 a month. You can be throwing into a Roth IRA or putting into stocks. Everything he's saying is true.
you don't use it enough to justify the $3.99 per month charge or the $14.99 charge, you need to get rid of it. Sometimes all you really need, based on your usage, is the free version of whatever they offer, right? You don't need that extra premium service and services because you don't use them anyway. But a lot of people don't assess that regularly. They got it 3 years ago, and there's $9.99 coming out of your checking account every single month, and you don't even realize it. It's just been happening for years and years and years. And it's worth cleaning this up. It could save you $50, $100. A recent survey that I read said that people can save an average of $70 a month if they clean up the old subscription service.
I literally just said 50 to 100. So compounded, that's what, 1,200 a year if you saving the extra, $100 a month. Am I right? Yeah, I think I am right. Yeah, an extra 1,200 a year if you in them subscriptions and you had an extra $100 to save, bruh. The shit adds up, and like he said, compound interest can be either good for you or bad for you. But you want it to be good for you. This is why we watching these kind of videos.
Services that they don't use. Look, $70 a month is $840 a year. Over the
Yep.
course of 10 years, that's $8,400. Now, I'm not saying that's a whole lot of money, but it's something. At some point, we all got to learn how to save more money by spending less money. We can't do anything about a lot of things around us, but we can certainly do something about the things that we decide to spend our money on. Our expenses. We got complete control over that. So that means you got complete control over these subscriptions. Now, the fifth thing that's a complete waste of money is lottery tickets. While, listen, I know the dream is enticing. We sit around and we think about what would you do if you won $1 million? What would you do if you won $10 million, right? We have these conversations dreaming about winning the lottery. I get it. But in the end, when it's all said and done, at the end of the day, buying lottery tickets is really a waste of money. And you say, well, I don't buy.
Okay, honestly, the whole time that I've thought about like lottery tickets or whatever, I was thinking that the money that you use to pay for the lottery tickets is actually going into the pot, or you just paying the, the service station or place that you're picking it up from. Because I see people in these stores talking about they want number 5, number 16, number this, number that. Like, bruh, if they can just think about all the money that they've lost spending on those lottery tickets and have not won yet, don't you think you need to be doing something else with your money, bro? That is absolutely stupid. I swear on everything, bro. I've never bought not one lottery ticket in my whole life. And anytime I see people buying them, I just want to take it from them and rip it up and just tell them it's stupid. I damn near want to take the whole thing down from the back of the gas station where they be selling them at, because y'all scamming these people, bro. Them folks ain't finna hit the lottery, bro. Come on, man. It's a reason one person, two people win it in a lifetime.
That many, $5 or $10 a month, $5 or $10 a week, right? That adds up though. Some people spend a lot more. In my opinion, the lottery is a tax on the poor, because if you look at the statistics, the people that put the most money into the lottery by buying the lottery tickets are typically poorer people, because those are the people that want that big win. Those are the people that want more than ever that big come up of money, right? Playing the lottery is like throwing money out the window. Listen, if you're watching this and you play the lottery by buying lottery tickets on a regular basis, more power to you. I'm not mad at you. I'm just saying, in my opinion, I think it's a complete waste of money. Now,
Also, too, like with lottery tickets, it's also like another form of gambling. I used to sports bet a lot, and the main thing that really stuck with me was that it wasn't the money that was making me mad that I was losing. It was the fact that I probably would, number one, never be able to catch up with the amount of money that I betted, and number two, it just put me in a bad mood. So when I was in a bad mood, I didn't feel like recording any videos, taking down any video ideas, or just doing anything just because the fucking Raptors lost to the Knicks or something, and I done lost probably $200-300. Like, what's the point in putting that on there? I used to pay for picks too, like just scamming myself, bro. Like, for real, it's all a scam.
sixth waste of money, and I feel like I'm going to get beat up about this one, but it's when you order food in. Frequently having food delivered to you
Yes.
and your home or wherever you are. Now, let me say this up front. If you have an ailment, you have a disability, or you have an injury that prevents you from getting up and going and driving to get food for yourself or to grow food for yourself, if you have that, I'm not mad at you. I completely understand having somebody deliver food to you. But if that's not you, I don't get it. And I don't really understand having people deliver food to you if you're capable of getting up to go get it. Look, we don't grow.
Man, listen, I'm gonna tell y'all this. I DoorDash some food the other night. Like I told y'all, bro, I'm gonna keep it real over here. Like, I'm not no perfect saint, but we just watching this to learn together. You feel me? But the other night, I get my usual meal from McDonald's. I get 2 cheeseburgers, a large fry, and then a bottle of water to drink. Usually, when I go there to pick it up, it's probably like $6 or $7. When I DoorDash that shit the other night, just because I didn't feel like driving, it was like $18.39 exactly. I remember the price, and when I looked at it, I was like, what the actual like, it's right up the street, bro. McDonald's bad for you anyways, but it was like my cheat meal day or whatever. So I I damn near just wanted to get up anyways, but I was a little bit too turned, so that's why I ordered it. But that's another thing, like consuming stuff can make you make poor decisions, which that right there was a poor decision, but it's not something that I make all the time.
Our own food. And many of us don't even make our own food. We don't cook our own food. So if you don't grow your own food or make your own food and you don't cook your own food, the least you could do is get off of your behind and go buy your own food. Go get it from somewhere instead of having it delivered. Some people would rather spend $30 for a sandwich because of the extra you pay to have it delivered plus tip, right? You pay $30 for a sandwich that you can just drive 3 or 4 or 5 miles away and get for $12. But you'd rather spend $30 having it delivered to you when you are an able-bodied human being, able to go get your own food, able to go grow your own food, able to actually make your own food, but you don't. You'd rather spend the extra money for convenience. And to me, I don't understand this at all. But at what point does convenience become just not worth it when you can do something for yourself, right? And when you're spending money on DoorDash and Uber Eats and all that good stuff, you're wasting a lot of extra money that could be spent elsewhere. Guys, if you're getting any value from this video, do me a favor, smash the like button, and most of all, share.
Let me hit my boy a like, man, because He be spitting, no cap.
This video with someone who you know could use this valuable information. Now, let's get back to the video. Now, the seventh complete waste of money is this trendy health and fitness equipment.
Okay,
Look,
that's
if I
different.
go in one more person's basement, and in the corner of the basement, they have unused, unplugged, never before turned on exercise equipment sitting there collecting dust, I'm gonna have to go off on somebody. Look, you are absolutely wasting your money on exercise gadgets that you don't use. Things like smart yoga mats and ellipticals and high-end treadmills, or that thing that goes on the wall that you
Man, I ain't gonna lie, you can get your ass up and go walk the track outside and get some fresh air and nature and everything. It's a better experience and it's free. I don't think it's a point of having a treadmill in the house. The one thing I bought, but I did end up selling was adjustable dumbbells, and I was like, man, I don't even, have enough space in here to be working out every day. I just bought them because it was an impulse purchase, and I was just going through like some back issues or whatever. But now I'm straight, and I have a gym here which I can just literally walk to. But I thought it would just be more convenient to wake up and just use those dumbbells. Them dumbbells was $300, bro, and I bought them like an idiot. But I ended up selling them for more, so it is what it is. I guess it was an investment.
punch at, right? I don't know what it's called, but the point is that you're wasting money on these things, right? You don't really need these things to actually be in shape or to be more healthy. Can they help? Yeah, they can help if you actually use them and drag them out the corner. But after the initial excitement fades down, what are you doing? Are you actually using these things that you're buying and spending thousands of dollars on? I got an idea, guys. If you want to be in the absolute best shape of your life, because we all know that health is wealth, all you got to do is walk 5 miles a day, do 200 to 300 squats a day, do 500 crunches a day, at least 100 push-ups a day, and then eat less, eat better, move more, and drink lots of water. Look, if you do those things, you'll be in the absolute best shape of your life, and the beauty of all those things I just mentioned, they're all free. It costs you no money to do those things, not a dime. But most people, they want to spend this money because they get all excited and happy and hyped up and motivated, and they go out and buy this elliptical that's $2,000 that they really can't afford and really won't use. Look, you don't need trendy exercise equipment that sits in the corner and collects dust. It's a complete waste of money, especially if you don't use it. Now, the eighth complete waste of money is, hey, look, I'm going to step on some people's toes with this one, right? But the eighth complete waste of money is buying these expensive online courses and attending these expensive weekend boot camps.
Because a lot of the times, bro, the stuff that these people are teaching us, like how he's just giving it to us for free on YouTube, you can just get it on YouTube. You just have to apply it, bro. That's the main thing with everything that these people be giving you. There's no secret sauce to blow up on YouTube or to start that business or do this and do that. It might be, different ways to ease your way into it, but I feel like the concept is all the same. You get a product, you promote that product, and you stay consistent with it, and you adjust as you go in case it doesn't work. Like literally, these people are charging $150 to $200 for these courses. I guess this is for people who literally have no knowledge about the internet at all. But I'm just saying, somebody like me, I'm not paying for no course. I'm sorry, because I already know how to, maneuver.
Or these expensive conferences, or paying somebody $20,000 to have a one-on-one consultation with them. Look, no, 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 and no. This promise of self-improvement and this promise of making more money or increasing your business or some type of personal growth, all those things can lead to overspending on things that you really don't have to overspend on. Look, I get it. I want you to grow, right? But I want you to focus on a few inexpensive, high quality resources and then actually apply what you learn from those few inexpensive, high quality resources to get to where you want to go. 9 times out of 10, guys, you can get the same information that you would have got at that $20,000 conference. You can get that same information for free or for a fraction of the cost. And I know
Because initially you're just paying for a person's I guess, internet value or whatever, their internet account, because this person has this many subscribers or this much money or they've accumulated this many views. Like, it's no secret sauce, bro. I swear it's not. You're just paying for, the person's time and the person's status or whatever. You know what I mean?
marketing and the pitching and how they lure you in and entice you. I know it's very strong. They pull on your emotions. They tell you a good story and they get you wrapped in and roped in to this expensive offer that they have or challenge that they have. I mean, these pitches are well tested and designed to get you to spend a whole bunch of money that you may not even have. Look, I know people who have went to weekend boot camps or spent some one-on-one time with somebody's people on a yacht for $50,000 and $70,000 and they went into debt to do it. They swiped it on a credit card, right? That's a complete waste of your money. Your job is to resist that. Stop spending.
And then, excuse me, and then after they spend that $50,000 to $70,000 on that credit card, now you're not even worried about growing anymore because you done put yourself in debt. Now you straining yourself, working these crazy ass hours and doing these crazy ass jobs in order to pay it off. And in the end, you don't even really end up learning anything. Cause by the time you done paying that money off, you ain't studying that course. You just happy to be done with it, and now you're back to square one, which is stupid.
$20,000, $30,000, and $50,000 on somebody's coaching. Like I said, I'm gonna get pushback, but I'm okay. I can take the pushback. I'm telling you the real. It's not necessary. It's a complete waste of money to go get that $10,000 online course or that $20,000 online course. You just don't need it. Please, I'm trying to talk some of you who are watching this off the ledge as we speak. You're thinking about it right now. Don't do it. Now, the ninth thing that's a complete waste of money is a brand new car.
Get free delivery during online deal
Oh
days
my.
and $30 off your first online order. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
This is the 2026 Nissan Rogue.
Look, buying a brand new car when a slightly used 3 or 4 year old car will save you tons of money. Look, a new car loses 20 to 30% of its value in the first year, and it loses up to 50% of its value in the first 4 or 5 years. This means when you buy a brand new car, you're really just paying a premium for something that's ultimately and very quickly gonna go down in value and become quickly worth a whole lot less than what you paid for it. So that
Facts.
money that you spend for that premium could be used somewhere else, investing, saving, or buying other assets that are going up in value, where you can make that money grow instead
market.
of losing money. Buying a slightly used car where you allow someone else to take the hit of the depreciation.
Now, this is what I agree with, is the vehicles or whatever. I'm going to be honest. I got my first vehicle, like basically the one that I owned that was like partially in my name when I finished community college. My grandma got it for me, and she paid for it for me while I was going through college, and it's completely paid off 2016, Silverado or whatever. And then also myself, I went and bought a little gas saver just because I wanted something to get to and from work and to preserve my truck because it recently just hit 100,000 miles, but still perfectly fine, both vehicles. The vehicle that I got wasn't no brand new, 2026 Hellcat or whatever, a Dodge Durango, something crazy, bro, like newer vehicle. It was a 2008 Hyundai Sonata that I bought off Facebook Marketplace, and I've had it for approximately 7 months, and it ain't done nothing but good to me, bro. Like, it does what it's supposed to do. It gets me from point A to point B. I put a little bit of money into it when I first got it, but like he said, man, these cars depreciate, they lose their value so fast, and you end up paying way more on the vehicle than it's actually worth. You know what I'm saying? Because in the end, all of it is the design, where it's made at, and the year, make, and model. You paying for the new technology in the vehicle as well, which is also more inclined to mess up, and it's more expensive to fix. So I don't really think it's very smart to have a very expensive car payment, especially if you are living paycheck to paycheck, when you can be using that money on interest, paying on that loan to invest and free yourself up for the future. Man, stay down on that Honda, man. Stay down in that Corolla or whatever, man, that you in, because ain't nobody judging you but you. And fuck what anybody else think, because guess what? Just because they got the newer car, that don't mean that they, free. They struggling to pay them payments. The insurance crazy on them cars. Come on, man.
In the first year or two is usually a far better financial value for most of us. While at the same time, a 2 or 3 year old car still offers lots of reliability and lots of quality. So I don't like to leave a video without giving you some things that you can do to get better. How do you get better at this? You track your spending. You budget your money. monthly, written down. You can wait before buying something. Instead of making an emotional, impulsive decision to buy something, if it's a non-essential thing that you don't need right away, try using the 30-day rule, where you wait 30 days before you actually make the purchase to see if you still want it. Check your subscriptions, all of them, and get rid of what you don't use. Live below your means and simply be intentional about how you're spending your money so that every time you spend money on a non-essential item that's not a need, you assess it through this lens of, is it a waste of my money? Hey, that's the 9 things that are a complete waste of your money. Guys, do me a favor, please share this video with your network of good people and smash that like button below. And check out this video right here where I talk about the 5 types of people you need to avoid on your wealth.
I actually need to react to that one next. I think I might do that. But look, man, like you said, just be smart with your money. Be smart with your decisions. A lot of these things are a waste of money, and the only reason that we let it take over is because we don't have it in check. We don't have a plan. So I feel like as long as you write down how much you make, or you know where your money's going, your bills and everything, then you'll be able to aggressively invest, even if it's $20 or $30 a month. That compounds over a long time. Shout out to my guy, man, Smart Money Bro. We got another good lesson, a lot of good knowledge in this one. Let me know what y'all want to see next. I'm out. Peace.